Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me and you're new to my channel, I'm AspieAnswersAll and I'm all about health and awareness versus sharing my life story with Asperger's syndrome, OCD and all I like, as well as also just being a motivator, educational kind of person, resource that I can at any moment of time to just give you support and encouragement to when you go through certain things in life that needs to be dealt with, regardless what it may be on everyday struggles. As we know that everyone's journey is different and that some parts I'll understand to some extent or not, but then again it's how we go about dealing with it together as a team or just on our own or whatever. But I'm a voice, as we could call it, also for the voiceless that hasn't even spoken out about their personal situations or whatever it may be that arise at any given moment of time. And the next few series over right now, as I'm saying, shared before, basically I'm going to be sharing some parts that's close to my heart on some like parts for my beautiful Ashes from Ashes channels, so that hopefully that each and one of you can engage and hopefully find any everyday topic that I share, be it whatever it may be that I want to share. Basically at this point this will be some of the Dear Letter series, basically yet again, which I've found in some of my collection right now. And hopefully that with this collection of certain bits and pieces you may be able to relate, you may be able to learn something from it, maybe, I don't know, whatever the reason why you came onto this channel today. I hope that in some way I can be of help to you. As I said so many times before, I want this channel to at least be inviting for everyone, for the ones that may be feeling discriminated, judged, misunderstood or whatever the case may be at that point of time, and hopefully I can engage in a better way and a understanding as well to all. This one is basically about, at this point of time though, as I said, as this Dear Letter series, one of them which is called basically Dear Stranger. Basically in this day and age though, however, this one is just about a stranger that turned into a friend and vice versa, friend to a stranger yet again. So bear with me. Basically I wrote this in a thought of anticipation as well, basically at this point of time, of some certain ones that I did classify as friends at that moment of time, even though some of them hasn't been and gone, you know, some has passed, some has just been let go of due to my personal reasons that I felt to do and all that. So bear with me on this. So let's begin. Dear stranger who tend to become a friend and vice versa, a friend to a stranger. I miss you. I miss texting you, emailing you, ringing you up when I felt down and out, or messaging you on Facebook or wherever I have done. I want to thank you also though, despite me missing every stupid thing that has happened in my life or some hectic things that have been in my life, that you were there for support and vice versa, that I was there to support you in your time of need or crisis. I miss the way some people would have asked me where you were when you weren't with me, because sometimes it was a known fact that we were a strong package deal of goods that's ready to explode and hopefully share around of messages of hope, be it of that versus just a normal everyday encouragement for everyone else around. I miss laughing with you for the good times that we had, filled with laughter, joy and the like, basically, and all our inside jokes and secrets that we didn't dare to dream to share with others of the world. I miss just sending you messages now and again when I do have the time to actually send you, you know, letters versus emails versus messages on Facebook or whatever the case may be. I miss sometimes also basically looking over at you and knowing exactly what you're thinking. I miss your family and the way you used to film me on your daily happenings versus, you know, their daily happenings versus just my daily happenings, as well as my personal family happenings of what's gone down. I miss knowing at the end of the day I had you, that when push comes to shove though, however, no matter how bad the situation might be, I knew you were there to have my back. I miss my person, my other half and my best friend. I hate that when people ask me how are you doing or how you're doing, and in genuine honestly I don't even know when we misconnect some way or another. I hate that our conversation once used to be so natural and seemingly endless, hours on end, filled with awkward silences and forms how do you do's and basically hellos and the like of our secret little, you know, language we use to meet and greet each other. I hate that your face, the face I was so accustomed to or used to see every single day, has become just another one in the crowd, in the midst, just another shadow in my path that's following me around. I hate that we can now go days at a time without speaking to each other, and that most of our conversations now start with, I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages, or long time no see, or the like. I'm mad at us for letting our friendship become so far gone. What had happened, the what ifs, the would have, could have beens. How did we not see this come to an end, or how this was coming to an end? How did we not feel ourselves starting to drift? I am mad at us for not fighting harder for the friendship that we had or may have had if we chose to keep it going. It wasn't like many friendships though. It was the kind of friendship that neither of us could have anticipated coming to an end. It was us against the world, and now is nothing. I'm mad at us for not letting it become nothing but a collection of just memories that we just made and bare and gone. In some ways, yes, I feel sad also because I don't even know where to go from here. I'm at a loss. I'm at a standstill. I'm actually stuck in a rut without you being by my side. Without being my confidant, supporter, and other labels I would love to address to you. I don't know what there is to be said. Nothing really has happened to make that change. So how do we fix it? I know sometimes there are some things that we can't always fix, however. How do I make this horrible yearning for you to go away when I know that it was for the best when you went away, be it when you told me some bad news about yourself, be it sometimes you needed time for yourself just to readjust of your certain life changes in your life. How do I shake the dreadful feeling of knowing that you are no longer just a phone call away, however? How do we find a way to fall back together just as easily as we have fallen apart? I'm scared that it cannot be fixed, and maybe we weren't supposed to be forever friends. I am scared that from here on out you will not be a part of my life. I am scared that when I am hugging my friends this time next year at graduation or wherever I may be, you will not be one of them though, however. That when I threw my first housewarming party, when that happens basically at my new dream flat. Wherever this real world will take me, you won't be there, however. There's a sad fact in reality as life goes on. That when I look around, maybe soon, if that time allows me, when this wedding day will come around the corner, basically, I will be still looking at all the faces in the crowd to pick you out and hopefully be able to see you there in amongst it all. But what I'm most scared of is what you don't even care at all, maybe, or you had the decency to call me once or twice and then leave it as that. I am scared that maybe you haven't noticed my absence in your life, or maybe that you have, but it just doesn't matter to you in a way. Who knows what you were thinking at that given moment of time when we decided to part our ways. I am scared at the moment that you have already, misplaced me or replaced me. I'm scared that you don't look back on our friendship as I fondly do. It sure as hell's looking back in the photographs of what we shared together. I'm scared that our lack of a future doesn't hurt you just as badly as it hurts me. I'm scared that you don't miss me as much as I miss you like crazy, of our memories that were created from start to finish. However, even if this is the case, I will never give up hope that we will find our way back together or to each other, no matter how unlikely that now seems. I will never stop caring about you and wishing you well in life though, however. I would not dream of anything else but just being positive and real to you right now as I share this on my heart. I will silently sign up from a distance, however, and on a sideline cheering you on in your journey of life, even if I see on these bits and pieces of your notifications on Facebook, and I'll follow them, like them, comment on them from a daily basis, or just certain days when I can reach hold to make that connection again myself. I will silently smile from a distance on the sideline of your journey of life, basically, as you go out into the world and kick some ass, as they call it. You will always hold a special place in my heart, however, even though I may no longer hold one in yours. I'll never stop looking back on our friendship fondly, and will only have kind things to say. Nothing's too negative, as you know. I'm always the one that held the positivities in, as I have done from this day on in. I don't know what the future may hold for us, however. I can't predict that. I'm no fortune teller, I'm no mind reader, or what have you. But all I can say is this, I know one thing for certain. I'll never find another friend like you that I've found. Thank you for everything that you shared and created in my life journey. I miss you more than you could ever possibly know. All the best your former best friend if I was one in the first place. Well, that basically ends the first part of my Dear Letter series of an open letter to a former best friend. Basically, hopefully they know who they are, because I've had a few friends in the past and present that I've dropped off and stuff and lost connection with. So hopefully you've learnt something in that letter. You know, the message here I'm trying to share is, no matter what, I'm sure as hell that if it was a real true friendship, that they'll come back to us in their time of need or whatever, of their support and whatever it may be. So, you know, you never know. But like I said before, everything happens for a reason and a season at a time. So give me a like for thumbs up anyway for support and engagement. Comment below if you feel to share something about this letter series if you want to, whatever the case may be. Feel free to share your own stories and whatnot. So, and all further ado, guys, thanks for your support, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.